Boom, early item room. And honestly, 2 space items on Taited Isaac. Not what I would have liked, but I'm taking it anyway. And honestly, with this pace, we're not getting to boss rush or anything. But hold up, there's a cool little placenta there. I have an idea of what I want to do. There's a sacrifice room, together with a rainbow poop here. Oh, TP? For the wafer on it. Yeah, I'm taking the wafer immediately. That means we have a lot more plays here. Oh, 2 black cards and a card. What is this card?
Hold up.
Oh my god. You have to. What? I mean, I am doing it. Wavy cap! No, am I doing the wavy cap? No, I must be crazy. I am so sorry. Wait, I'm not getting any additional tears off. I should stop. What the hell? Bro, I'm already so sorry about this. I'm so sorry. I mean, don't worry, it will go away. It only stays for a few more rooms. But honestly, I kind of wanted like an even higher tier stat. There, see, it's basically gone. And it's fully gone. It wasn't that bad. I could have made it like 5 times worse. Man, that was honestly probably the fastest rock bottom I've ever gotten. Like, honestly ever. And you, Polty, actually, F that. What was that about? And I'm honestly also taking adrenaline here. Bro, give me some more anti-HP arts. Big I mean, I'm not getting the tears up from this. Which is honestly kind of a bummer, but let's see what this secret room has to offer. HP up shot speed. Honestly, that's great. That's a permanent damage up. This just feels illegal. This just straight up feels illegal. No, I can't. Okay, Damocles ain't that good on this guy. That's why I'm not taking it. Damocles ain't that good on Taited Isaac. Honestly, if it was any other character, I would probably take that. I'm not even kidding. But holy man, what a start. Give me anything that really works with rock bottom. May it just be a red stew or anything. I honestly can't even ask for more. Gulp. Oh, dude, that gulp was also crazy. Give me that breakfast. If I could actually wish for something right now, it probably would be a blood donation machine. That way I can actually nearly max out my adrenaline and then remove it. Huge growth. Oh, are you kidding me? Give me more shit that synergizes with rock bottom. I dare you. I double dare you. Huge growth is like one of those rare cards that actually gets its full value with stuff like rock bottom. Because it is like a giant increase in permanent stats. Not permanent stats, in temporary stats. There we go. Yeah, our damage is disgusting. It could be a lot worse if I had the huge growth, but I'm actually keeping the huge growth. Oh, you. Because not what everyone knows is that rock bottom doesn't work as you might think it does. I remember there was like a lot of misconceptions about it, especially in the early days of Repentance, of how rock bottom actually worked, and many people actually having like a false impression of what the item actually did. Now you might think it's something like with, oh, my stats just can't decrease. Like, oh, every stat up that I'm getting is actually giving me those stats. Or, I don't know, I've also heard that people actually think that whenever you pick up rock bottom, those stats that you have at that point will be your like minimum stats that it can't decrease below them. Which is nearly it. It's actually nearly it. But we're actually demolishing this guy. How rock bottom actually works is that whenever you gain stats, those stats will be your, you can imagine this as like your new minimum. But if you actually remove an item from your pool, for example, if I would remove out of my top left inventory all of my tier subs, in the background my tier sub stat will also decrease. Meaning that in that case, whenever I pick up a tier sub after that, I'm not getting credit for that new tier sub. And what also does apply, which is honestly kind of more important, is that multiplayer still work, but in the background. If you, for example, okay, this is kind of complicated. If you, for example, pick up soy milk, you obviously get a tears multiplier, like a negative tears multiplier. Oh, not tears, a damage multiplier, I'm sorry. Got the terminology wrong there. And if you would then remove an item that gives you actual damage up, you will lose that much damage up in the background. And if you then gain something that gives you damage up, you're basically not gaining anything because you have that multiplier on there. It is a little bit weird to understand. But especially with characters like Taited Isaac, it's really important to first of all know how it works. And not just throw up all the tears ups and damage ups at once. You want to stack one specific item before you do anything with it. For example, I'm currently all stacking my tears ups, and my tears up stat in the background is like super high. So honestly, if I remove all of my tears ups, it probably won't get all the way back up again. Okay, that's enough rock bottom explanation right here. Basically, run. Where are we even going? Honestly, not really fully sure where I want to go. I mean, I do have one of the knife pieces. I'm actually very good in time for boss rush, and honestly, overall, this run is just so strong, I can just do whatever. I can do anything. Mamada, I can literally do everything. But as cool as that is, no. If there's one thing that I could actually wish for, it would be something that takes my HP. That's rare. Son of Lilith, hold up! Wait, does Jera work on these? No, it doesn't, right? Oh my god, it does! Dark Bomb! Cutie! 2 huge groves actually means that I want to use one of them. That's actually full unprepared for that Gideon, because I don't want to do that again. Don't fly away! Don't fly away! Son of Eve, no! They just yeet off. And there is a devil here. Hello, my beloved. I'm actually pick up the HP up here. Honestly, Foil's PhD might be crazy. In addition to that, we still have our secret room. We also still have a crane game in the arcade. I kind of want to do that one. There's also a curse room we can still do. There's a lot on this floor we can still do. Health down. Okay. What kind of order are we doing this in? I don't want to use all of my health downs right now. Okay, I'm actually doing something crazy here. Let me first of all play in here. Let's see what we are getting. Doctor's remote, not too interested. But wait, that's true. They cycle. Adult as well. Oh, that's cool. Okay, got the doctor's remote. Ooh, there's a rock in there. That's cool. Come on, get the rock. Oh! For Samson's balls. Okay, well, here's the thing. I want to maximize adrenaline. Now what's my damage stat? My damage stat should go massively high in a second. Trust me. Trust me. Okay, that goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up. Health down. Oh! The health down equals one of the adrenaline ones. That's cool. Okay, but we can now also huge grow for +5. Okay, that's 20 damage. I'm up for that. And there goes the adrenaline. Wow, 5 tier stat, 20 damage. Run is pretty slow, I have to say, but honestly, I don't mind. This is going great. With that, honestly, let's actually go Mother. We are on the old floors already. You're rarely going Mother anyway. Plus, you also had the, like, rail tracks activated on the left side. Which means that the actual room is also on the left side. Almond! Oh! Now, with our damage modifier... Yeah, okay, honestly. Our actual effective damage is... Holy! There's a potato peeler. Like, I just wanted to say, our effective HP might be 20, but our real... Not HP damage, but our real damage is... I would say probably at like 4 or 5 max. I just potato peeled that often. I took so many pills and it's still that low and nothing has increased. Yeah. Our damage will probably remain on 19.64 for the entire rest of the run. But we can still get tier subs. Oh. Nah, that's actually so cooked. But honestly, in this case, I kind of want to have the PJs just for the HP. Give me the ring run because it's funny. Okay, this run is actually cool. There's the CD if you want it. Ever since I saw this for the first time, it really feels like, by the way, 4.5 damage in here has been inspired for an Enter the Gungeon, because in Enter the Gungeon, not that big of a spoiler, but you are doing something similar. And I'm honestly not saying that in any bad way whatsoever. Like, you can take inspiration from other games. That's what the entire industry is about. I took damage through this game. Oh no. I'm actually not the gamer that I thought I was. Oh. Shame on me. I'm currently trying to remember what you actually had to do in Enter the Gungeon to get that thing that you're assembling there. I think there was one really cool room where, I guess tiny spoilers if you haven't done it yet or something, where you actually need to use your ammo clips that you use after shooting a weapon, which actually fly backwards to find an invisible path in like a 2x2 room. That was really cool. Then there was, I think one of the floors actually had to meet a smith, who had a tiny side quest for you, like on the last floor. What else was there? Oh, I honestly can't remember. Like both the smith and the invisible bridge room are the only two that actually, because those were just crazy. I love them. Which kind of also remembers me. Oh wow, this with a golden card is actually perfect. Which also kind of remembers me. I might be wrong. I might be wrong at that. But could it be that the knife in Antibirth had 3 pieces instead of 2 like it has in Repentance? I vividly remember. Like it's all pretty foggy because Antibirth is already so long ago. It actually released like very similar to After the Plus. But I remember there was like a mausoleum part for the knife piece. And from what I can remember, it's like a puzzle that was on the like floor of the room. Oh, this is really good. I just have no HP to sacrifice on this guy. There was a puzzle on the floor of the room that you actually have to solve with the fires that were in there. But also, that might also be... Why are there only 3 guys here? What? Why were some of you invisible? Oh, that's actually because of my ice cube. I also remember the mausoleum existing as a 2-parter. The Empress for a teeny tiny teaser. I don't mind. In the 2-parter mausoleum, I remember that both parts of the mausoleum were mirrored, like it was cut in half. There were literally 2 parts of the mausoleum, and both of them basically looked equal. And each one of those parts had a room that was seemingly empty, but both of them had the same clue that you needed for the other room in the other mirrored part. Like its associated copy actually needed something like a clue from the mirrored version of it. Which they kind of put in with the actual mirror portal in Downpour. I guess you could kind of consider that being like the alternative. Nonetheless, when I first played Repentance, I was really prepared to... That's just a... Oh god. I was literally prepared to have the knife piece in 3 parts instead of just 2, which it is right now. I was a tiny bit bummed out, honestly, when I figured out that isn't the case. But honestly, with how big and cool the entire DLC is, I just get... Oh! I'm not doing the crystal key, that's too much. The run is already good enough. The run is already good enough. Oh, eat up, Dark Bomb! Eat up. Another Empress for finally speed up. Speed up was long over the... Oh, a Chaos card! Where can you even use the Chaos card? Honestly, let's just go now. Where should we use the Chaos card on? We sadly barely missed Touch, which I'm kind of bummed out about. Oh, finally! Was looking forward to that conjoint. We do have some damage, my guy. Ah, that's good damage. Also, Corpse XL. Like, honestly, all that I want right here is the sacrifice room. We still have the wafer full HP. could sacrifice like a madman. I just completely lost the flow of what I was talking about earlier. Basically something Antibirth. But honestly, can I just quickly say this run has been crazy from the start. Taited Isaac is just the character of all time. Way too underrated. I've always held the opinion that the strength of a character doesn't come from actually what the character does. It legitimately comes from how manipulative that character is towards how items work, how basic game mechanics works. For example, I still hold the opinion that Kayn is literally one of the best characters in the entire game. Alone for the reason that he has a damage multiplier, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is it 20%? Kayn is a, let's just go with that, a 20% damage modifier, which is insane. Next to that, he also holds the Lucky Foot, which doesn't just give him luck, but also gives him guaranteed good pills. Do you have any idea how good guaranteed good pills actually are? No risk. Each pill is just, like you can imagine it as like a tiny item. I'm not pressing that suicide thing. On top of that, oh, correct me if I'm wrong, Kayn also has something to do with arcades. I think his birthright just gives him more, like, guaranteed and better arcades. But I don't know if his basic character also does something with that. Anyway, that's actually already the boss. This is an XL, so we have one basic boss. And then immediately Mother after. Okay, Rodgard is not surviving. Like, even all of these... I am not pressing the bad strip. Honestly, I am. But even with all of these pills, our damage stat still stays that low. But before you're going in here, just please look at my items and tell me, like, just looking at those items, how strong am I? I'm like, I swear to God, there are like 5 dead slots in my inventory up there. There is the Loki, honestly, for its PhD as well. These 2 setups, the Wafer and the Pit. And I am this strong. It's just Taited Isaac is that good. As I said earlier, like, manipulating the run is like the strongest thing you can do. And him seeing twice the amount of items is that manipulative and that good. Wow. There we go, that was the run!